Hattrick Heroes is sponsored by DreamStream. To support us directly or get access to ad-free versions of our show,
join us on the DreamStream platform. A link to the how-to video is in the description.
Hattrick Heroes, episode 1, 2024. Happy New Year to everyone. Molweni.
Hello.
Nonke. Taswitch. Phethe wena namhlanje. Istart isitsha.
New setup. Just getting used to it.
Yeah. Also, that's why we weren't releasing episodes. It's because of the new setup of the Sensi Studio. So now we're back and it will be a continuous thing.
Still the same Hattrick Heroes, you know.
Still the same.
We haven't changed. Never mind, it's -1 for today. Yeah, we haven't rebranded. It's not a relationship talk like as our podcasts are called. Otherwise, you good lad.
That's speech in the grand, man. No grand, no.
All good.
Sports, Petega, Claire. Amatikiti odwa angangathi aya off
rampa
ngathi silala sigrand lapha eMzantsi Afrika ever since uGqiya lifted the World Cup ngathi sizakade into nayo sibetheka lapha kwiziliphu man.
Yeah,
ngathi ngakhona icebo kule veki.
Hopefully 2024 brings us better luck.
Okay,
I sure hope so.
Let's hope so.
2023 hey crapping all the way.
The crappy the 2023. I even took a break from in the bets and it was better last week. I was heartbroken because the ticket lam li Plessis Lions. It's like Plessis West Ham. Of which Napaku equalizing in 98 minutes. So yeah, tipulugene kanjalo ne ticket lam last week. But back this week. For Hattrick Heroes, I was off the booze too. But still up,
and you know.
So ndithengele waiter switch funa ukuthi i-Dragon Ginger.
Is it beer or it's a spirit cooler?
It's a spirit cooler. It's a new year man. Siyabila nobila ngoku kwi-40s just switch so. Makrutman nga-84 ngoku funeka ngathi alungise ukuhlala but njengele way man the reason ikhona out yam uRhadebe he once came with it and I were drinking that way so I couldn't really taste it and have an opinion ngayo so ndabamba yona it comes in 4 packs it's not bad
it's not bad I like it you know like when I came in here and it was here and I was expecting a beer, maybe it's a fancy name, Dragon Ginger, but it's actually ginger flavored.
It is. It is. You even forget the alcohol part of it. Because ngoku mna njengoba ndisela ndisela
ikhemero nomsindo.
Yeah, ixabene.
And it's 5%.
It's 5%. So, it's a nice 5%. Because I'm thinking it's by 2 namhlanje, so there's no point.
No point in like
12 pack. Because the other guys don't drink. Then guys has the resolutions. I thought now I'll say it.
Do you want to learn about this section of the show is under threat this year because people have resolutions.
Yeah.
You know? So I feel like I'm the only boozer remaining.
Hey. I need to be honest with my I Am Sober app.
Okay,
because,
sure.
I need to start from scratch. Because booze at the end of the day, when was the last time you had a beer? So I think I need to be honest.
You need to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that pledging thing with the app chased me away.
Is it?
Yeah.
How far did you go?
No, I did do about 21 days sometime last year.
Nice.
Yeah.
When
I was trying to you know, deal with him.
Ever since ungene-gym, yabona nje uyakhatha here and there. Just how are you finding this 5% alcoholic ginger?
I quite like it. It's something that I feel like I can, you know, drink more often. You know, and I wasn't the name suggested ginger, but I wasn't expecting ginger. But yeah,
basically the way Sistoni is
that's exactly it.
Inalakwetsa. I think you'd enjoy it on a hot day, but I don't see myself going over 4. Because I got cheap. It's 109 Rand for 4. Which is quite expensive. If you want to carry back, you know.
Yeah.
And it's not even that big. 330 mils. Standard dumpy.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's a lot.
That's a lot. Yeah, it's quite hefty on that side. But you know, like ndingayisela, as we always say, umuntu ongalileka akaphikisi.
Akaphikisi umuntu ongalileka. And no, man, we didn't have much options in the shop namhlanje, so I was like, let me go for this one because it's a familiar face. But don't trust this, guys. Don't trust this. I dropped it. Yeah, yonke. Into nayo luckily ndisafe ndizitekile zoyi-4 years beer. But ungayitrust either way. Rather buy a plastic if you want to taste this. So that it doesn't fall. Because it might be unfortunate to be a parking lot for wena and uyothenga enye i-4-pack, you know. So yeah, I'm giving it a 4 to 5. I'm not sure, Panzamane Ndiva, as the show goes.
4 to 5 out of 10.
Out of 10. It's not bad, but it's not beer. It didn't give me what I was expecting at Plunge because it's relatively hot when I got in here. And I wanted something to just cool me down completely. It's not yet doing what I'm thinking or what I thought it would do.
Maybe in a different scenario, in a different situation, you like...
Maybe when I'm at home on a Sunday, Newport is leading Manchester United 2-0. Maybe it would taste nice.
I guess we'll never know.
We'll know next week. That's it.
Yeah, man. With me, I don't know. Maybe it's because of like the long drive from home to here and everything. It's been hot, and I was, like in traffic for a long time. It's doing what I, was desperate for when I stepped in here. Okay. So I would say I would give it a 6. Yeah, I would give it a 6. From just those few sips. I already like it. But yeah, when you mentioned the price, I was like, took a step back. Okay. I will welcome it.
Yeah.
But ingaliwe.
Kodwa uphakama uziyele. Hayi Hattrick usixolela ihlobo. Hayi uxolela Hattrick.
Maybe xa ngwini ipower.
Okanye xa swine apha kubetway. Maybe sokwenza i-ginger party. Yabo. That's it. Nangu betway bra.
We're giving it another go.
We're giving it another go. I think it's a better go only on Thursdays. One slip, this slip, and that's it for me. I'm sorry, guys. I can't take it anymore. Yeah.
Same. Yeah, it's a good thing I didn't get into it earlier this year because it was because of AFCON. The things that happened at AFCON, I was like, no.
Yeah.
Let me pull back.
AFCON. I was leaning more onto Iraq.
Yeah.
AFCON.
As a result, I haven't included any AFCON matches in my slip. It's just the FA Cup and the Premier League. Premier League games next week, and there's also the FA Cup. So if I mention a team twice, just know they have an FA Cup game and a Premier League game soon after.
Okay.
To get started, it's 8. Yeah, there's 8 games in my slip. And the first one is Premier League, Nottingham Forest versus Arsenal. I've gone with Arsenal straight win, even though I hope Forest can spring a surprise. But I've gone with Arsenal.
When's that game?
That's on the 30th. 30th is on Monday or the midweek.
Okay, it's midweek.
It's midweek, yeah.
I think it's a Monday game.
Monday, yeah.
Is Arsenal still in the FA Cup?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Okay.
And then I also have Fulham and Everton. I want to say Everton straight win, but I've gone with a double chance, Fulham or Everton, because you never know with these clubs.
Yeah.
And then there's Luton Town versus Brighton, straight win Brighton. Good odds there, 1.68. And then there's Crystal Palace versus Sheffield United. I've gone straight win Sheffield United, 1.64 odds. And then Aston Villa versus Newcastle. And both these teams have become a bit unpredictable, like even with the good start they had to the season. But I've gone
Newcastle feeling.
They're not the same.
Yeah, no. Maybe
is Tonali still playing?
I have no idea.
I don't think he's still playing. Maybe he was the glue that kept them together. But I've gone both teams to score, even though I think Newcastle might do it at Villa Park. No, Aston Villa might do it at Villa Park, I mean.
Okay.
And then I've got Chelsea versus Aston Villa. And this one is
the FA Cup.
FA Cup, yeah. I've gone, Chelsea must focus on the Carabao Cup. Aston Villa straight win. Good odds. 3.30. Just focus on the Carabao Cup final.
Hater. I did.
That's it. You might get something this season, like we did last season. And there's Tottenham versus Man City. And gone double chance. I wanted to say Man City straight win. I don't think there'll be a draw there. I've gone Tottenham or Man City. 1.23 odds. And then then the last one is Fulham versus Newcastle. I've gone both teams to score. And my slip with 50 rand, it gets you 4,101 rand 90. So, save with the safe bets as usual.
Very realistic.
Very realistic. Chelsea versus Aston Villa.
Yeah, actually, I've also gone Aston Villa. I think it's too good to be true that we're winning so many games in a row. So now I'm just expecting them to drop it at some point. But yeah, man. Like disappointment that I've been waiting for. Because we played Middlesbrough in Middlesbrough, Riverside, I think it's called.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and we lost 1-0 first round of the Carabao. Yes, we were so horrible.
Yeah.
I didn't think that anything over 3 was possible in the second one. So in Bonobu Wikipa and Aston Villa has a lot to play for. Tina, we might just be lazy.
Yeah.
And because we are in a Carabao Cup final, still lazy. Yeah, well.
Same thing that beware the Carabao Cup final.
Beware the
because that's what happened to us at Anfield before we went to play the final last season. We were lost by that big score that I will not mention.
I know. It's 2024. It's fine. It's fine.
Those are last year.
So I've gone Aston Villa. Good odds. You had said 330. And then it's kind of a lengthy ticket where it goes to beginning Feb because Six Nations is coming. Six Nations, I'm basing my predictions on e-form. Yeah, last year, the international teams and stuff, and home and away, of course. Yeah. So, obviously, you as a person watching or wanting to edit, you can wait a bit longer until it starts to see team mobile's team. And I'm just weighing on favorable and the Bonileo World Cup because that's the last time the guys played. Mm-hmm. So France versus Ireland, 2 top teams. They're playing in France. France will win. I think France at home is a very dangerous side. We saw them in the World Cup, so I gave it to them. It's 1.64. So England versus Italy, standard England to win. Wales, Scotland. I'm not feeling Wales, so I'm gonna go Scotland.
Especially without Louis Rees-Summit.
Wales. Nothing's going well, shame, Payan, and I hope they clean up their act because we need competition in that segment.
Yep.
And then there's FA Cup. I went to FA Cup, 2 games go FA Cup. In total, I did 6 games. FA Cup, Chelsea, as I had said, Aston Villa to win, and then Manchester City versus Tottenham. Buile Brazo, Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah.
I won't even waste any time. Straight win Manchester City. Okay. Kevin De Bruyne is the difference, guys.
Yep.
Kevin De Bruyne is the difference.
We've seen the difference here.
He proves it. Kevin De Bruyne, and I'm a firm believer. So I think that Manchester City is going to come alive. Even the title race now has changed because we owe Kevin De Bruyne. That's how much she's got influence in the Premier League. So when Man City straight win, and then I went Bulls versus Lions, and I made a huge mistake. I said Bulls by 15 first half.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which
Is it at Loftus?
It's at Loftus Versfeld. Yeah. Okay. This also will depend on the team selected by Jake White, and Cash van Rooyen. Cash van Rooyen will probably pick last week's side, Hamba at 10.
Yeah.
That would be the only difference. Vandenberg at 9. Yeah. And then basically everyone else keeps their spot. Unless there are people returning from injury, because I don't see them putting Uchiani Lombard on again, especially in such a big game. So, up, I said Bulls by 15, first half winning margin. That's 390. It's juicy, but I don't think it's going to go that way. If you play for 100 Rand, you get 7.6. So you can play that, or say overall, let me quickly just check. If you say overall, the whole game, Uti Bulls by 15. Let's see what it gets you. But it's not that much of a difference when it does reach.
Sure.
Final score. Winning margin. No, winning margin. There it is. Actually, it's a lot.
Oh, really?
I mean, it's not a lot. It's less.
Is it less?
1.8.
1.8?
Yeah.
With 100 Rand?
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
No.
Oh, you mean the odds?
I mean the odds. No. Okay, cool. So if I select 1.8, it will give you what? 3.5. Yeah, 3.5 thousand. So, but if you say between 8 and 14,
I'm on my feet, the underdog, and I won't be beat. Turn the lights up now. Welcome to the show.
Are you a musician?
My eyes on the prize until I die. I'm gonna rise.
The Dream Stream Music Studio is now available on Sundays for only 295 rands per hour. It includes a 12-channel desk, a variety of mics and cables, electronic drum kit, and a laptop for recording. Terms and conditions apply, and booking is essential. Contact studio at dreamstream.co.za for a site visit.
Full time, the whole match. It does give you 7.1. So play around with it, wait, check team about who's playing who. Maybe ngadlala team light is the Bulls. Maybe SA Rugby has said players the box
don't need to be rested.
They need to be rested. They don't need to play.
Yeah.
Then Bulls, they're not playing with their full strength side. And then now 18-14, yes, and 18-14 margin becomes realistic.
Yeah.
And who knows, maybe you can get 7K to help out with Lonyak.
Yeah, to give you a nice kickstart.
Yeah, that's a good kickstart. Actually, that's a good kickstart.
But do gamble responsibly, bet responsibly, no betting for anyone under 18.
100%.
You know, yeah.
That's which
there's
been sport. Hey, South Africa, South Africa,
which I should have won a South African flag somewhere.
I don't know why we didn't bring it. I don't know because
yes.
Okay.
RSA.
I was not move away.
Yeah, this is where all the success is.
Success, yes, sport park, la corner, but we will fight, bruh.
I watched it. I know I'm washed, so I don't wake up early anymore for sports. Even cricket, when they play in Australia, I wait until maybe 6. But because I was up at like just after 5, watching the fight, to watch the fight, even watch some of the more boring ones.
Yeah.
And the undercard.
I
mean, it was, the fight in itself was the main event in itself was entertaining. You know, and it was intense. Strickland came out. He wasn't his normal aggressive self. Yeah. Dricus was the main aggressor, and I thought he would tire himself out at some point.
Okay.
But, you know, like, he held on well.
Hey, I don't know what to think about the fight. I was also watching, we were on comms. Hey, iyacofa la chef Strickland. Iyacofa la
Yeah.
chef Strickland. Hit. And icofa upright la chef.
Yeah.
I don't remember him attempting a takedown. And I think that was the difference. I think that was the decision that the judges had to work with. Hoba. Like now, I didn't take down. Kule match. La chap ikofa nginde ebusweni. Ijab ibisitsho le chap Dricus. Sithi xa ndibethwa ngejab ibingathi ndijukujelwa ngenqindi ebusweni. Anongenqindi ngestena. Ibingathi kungena istena kwapha ebusweni. Flat.
And I could see that from my living room, but these jabs are hard. And you can see it in Dricus' face because it was in yours.
Hey, ityiwe zinyosi. Ukhona lo right ungenileyo wadumba immediately. UDricus. Hey, DDP. But he still stuck to, I think he was very structured, Napa. They told him to use his strengths zakhe wisely. So he was always try the kick, try to grapple, try to wrestle, try to punch, but you don't want to go one-on-one, toe-to-toe. No Strickland in that department because uyaziwa pha. Hence no Dricus ngathi hey nguye obethiweyo kula fight. So we lose lo udibana ne overtime nje kufika namhlanje. You'd find oba hey unisho winile lo mjita lo.
Can we see the other guy?
Where's the other guy? The chef guy winning.
If he looks like this.
But I think man, that's where he won the fight in variations. I think there were a lot that he used because why he kickboxing champion.
Yeah,
he was once an amateur kickboxing champion. So he tried to kick as much as he could. Tried to grapple as much as he could because his submissions is actually quite good as well. Now good knockout yakwazi, but as I said. Awumfuna Strickland phakula toe to toe because yacofa nowadesanya kaloku leyo yakhumbula icofa wadesanya.
And the thing because like when they announced the decision who won, I was expecting Strickland for them to say it was Strickland. I didn't account for the takedowns because Dibukele is Xhosa. Say like a street fight.
The toilet chap.
The toilet chap and everything. And then there's all these takedowns and then so I'm like watching that like like from the perspective of like a street fight. I'm counting the blows and not the impact of the blows.
Okay. Because kukho significant strikes pap and Strickland landed a lot of significant strikes for a fight there. And those are the strikes that did damage.
Yeah.
Those are the strikes that did damage on UTDP. I believe. But that's just me. Yeah. But you think we need one?
I think we need like sober analysis. Don't let this fool us.
Yeah.
With a bit more sober analysis. Yeah, I do think we need, and as you mentioned, in rugby would say like the mitigating factors, like the other things like that played a factor into it. Like I do think it was close.
It was close.
It was really close. But my initial thought was that no, Strickland took this.
For sure.
Yeah, and when I counted like the rounds and everything from the perspective of a street fight, of watching a street fight, I was like, okay, no, Strickland won, I think 3 rounds, and everything. But then, the unanimous decision was DDP won. And with sober analysis and like settling down with the decision and everything, DDP won, like was a deserving winner.
Okay.
But it was close.
Some people above Milan now, but no, switch. I hear you. I understood why it went to the judges.
Yeah.
I understand. And then the squad.
The
squad naso far squad. The squad. But usibona njani?
They've been decent for a while. I know they lost.
It's a top tournament. Top tournament. There's the pressure and there's the history of being serial chokers, big group stages.
Yeah.
Badlulile.
Yo, Gweta.
Yaphindisa.
And let's say With me, they've done well, and we've lost to the team I would have expected us to lose to. I know, like the men I like which we lost. Savusai in that first game.
Clean.
Yeah. And then there was that missed penalty and everything. Even though I feel like in that period where we had that penalty and we had a few missed chances, we were dominating them in Mali, but we lost to the team like at the start of the tournament. I would have said no, they'll most definitely will have done well to get a draw here, And then we blew Namibia away, like 4-0. It was just like much better than I thought we would do against them. And also there was this team, Tunisia. Tunisia, I think by the time we played them, and it's a good thing that we played them last.
Okay.
I feel like if we had played them and whatever, I don't know, these guys are professionals and everything, but I do have the feeling that we might have had a tougher game that we did. I mean, like even last night's game was tough, but we might have a much tougher game than we had last night, and we would have, I don't know, might have ended up losing to them. It's a good thing we played them last.
We're
playing Morocco next.
We're playing Morocco next. Injani Morocco yona?
Morocco.
I haven't had a chance to actually watch it.
Morocco, they are unbeaten. I think they won Group F.
God. Okay.
They only had the draw against Zambia. They won the other two matches. And they're like, I mean, they went far in the World Cup. Went up to the semifinals, I think. And basically, I think they're the best team in Africa. So, it's going to be a tough game. But we have beaten them recently. Yeah.
After the World Cup?
After the World Cup in June.
Okay.
We beat them. It was in FNB Stadium.
Where? FNB?
At FNB, yeah.
Okay.
We beat them 2-1. So, I mean...
anything could happen. But you from coming to a World Cup and going that far and coming back, you'd believe that at least bayakwazi unleash pressure of a big tournament, BMT. And udibana bafana, it's like us besidibana Namibia.
I think, like what you're mentioning, it's what I think gives them the edge above us, because they've been like further. They've been further in a bigger tournament than AFCON against stronger opposition. So I think that gives them the edge above us, and it also the fact that they have pedigree when it comes to the players they have, or Hakimi and everything. So they have players of a higher pedigree than us. So it does give them an edge above us.
Who could be our savior? Let's say Morocco. Morocco.
Yeah.
Who needs to say, hey, gents, Slala no Hakimi, as you said, Slala no players that are playing in Champions Leagues, in big tournaments for clubs. Who would you say with South Africa? Guys, get on my back. I'll take you to the promised land.
We have a lot of talented players. I mean, like Utemba's won it. I think he's been man of the match in the last 2 games.
Nice.
So he's been awesome.
Sebenza ngawe kwetsa. Ngangiyohlisa rating yakho. Baba uthetha kabuhlungu ngoku.
It's attacking me back.
Yep.
Stone esinomsindo. So Utemba's was man of the match, I think. Last night was man of the match in the game before that. Got 2 amazing goals. I think he's undoubtedly our best player. And who else? Persitao, I think he's the big name player in the squad. We don't have Lyle Foster. Lyle Foster is at Burnley. He didn't come to AFCON because of mental health issues.
Okay.
He is playing for Burnley though, but That's another issue. That's another topic.
Any topic on stuff,
yeah. Like attacking player wise, I think like we have players who are capable. We have those two Pesita, we have Tembazwane. And I like Makopa. Makopa is someone who's dividing opinion because he's our number 9, the striker, he's not scoring goals. But he's always involved in attacking moves.
Okay.
And I know him like at Pirates now, like he's growing in confidence. If he gets a chance, he'll bury it. He'll miss a few. But like he's a good finisher, you know. If they continue with him up front, he can get us a few goals
eventually.
In the knockout stages.
But it's knockout stages, so when it's knockout stages, it's hard to risk on a player that's not scoring when his sole purpose is to score.
But you know, like he's good like when it comes to link up play, holding up the ball and everything, because like we have pacey guys on either side of him.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, but you see us going past Morocco though. Like, realistically.
We did it against Egypt in 2019 when no one gave us a chance and they were the hosts.
Okay.
Yeah, and we beat them. So I feel like we can do it again against Morocco.
That's it. Sawubheja ke apha phina sithetha apha eshowini lento. Singatshonelwanga matikiti.
The game is on Tuesday, ne?
Sure.
You can add it somewhere. You can add it on your ticket.
Let me add it on my ticket, and then isibone oba ndiwina kangakanani if I have that game. Because it does feature up. It seems very.
I am confident.
Confident that Abafana could go past.
Anything can happen, and anything has happened.
What do you think about the AFCON with VR?
It's been much better than the Premier League with VR.
Yeah, that's what I picked up. Yeah, that's what I picked up. But it's actually very consistent. You haven't heard anyone complain about Yona.
Yeah, and like it's where you would expect there to be complaints, like
Yeah.
AFCON.
And
the AFCON is like tournament where referees end the game at 85 minutes.
Yeah.
Things like that have happened.
We've seen things. I don't know why ngafuna AFCON the speech.
We can do it later, but
no, I just want to tell the people how much they could win. Ngenxa ye faith yakho and what you have said today. So I really want this thing to show, but if it doesn't show, then it's fine, man. In this we'll just put up the ticket. We'll just put up the ticket on the Twitter page.
Yeah,
sure. We'll put up the ticket on the Twitter page, and then you'll see Oba Itini Indo, because Tasfich is very adamant that Abafana ayadlula kwiMorocco. Tasfich
let
man amade ngawetyala ke kwatshiwo kwenye idoda apha kuDisemba igqejwa. But now it's good to be back, man. It's good to be back. Remember, it was Dreamstream Podcast Studios. If you need any podcast equipment, if you need to shoot a podcast, you can visit them. Just features us Fagamos on the Twitter page. Follow the page. They're on Facebook. They're on Instagram and Twitter. Twitter, yeah. So you choose your poison, and if you do want to shoot, it's in and around Randburg. And then with whoever.
Yeah.
That's it. Final most of something.
Final.
Chelsea. Final of something. But so thetha ngayo xa kuvacate because ngibetha yena ngala weekend. Guys, it was a pleasure to be with you. Tasfich, khayivale mkhuluwa.
Well, it was a pleasure. It was good to be back. And we'll be back again soon. And do join us for crafty sips and winning tips. Cheers.
Need a photo studio? The Dreamstream Photo Studio includes a 2.7-meter PVC backdrop in black and white and is available for only 115 rands per hour. You can also rent a Canon R6 and lights. All rentals are for studio use only. Terms and conditions apply. Contact studio at dreamstream.co.za.
Thank you, Ben, for coming out tonight. My name is